Hi guys, my name is Medintseva and you are on my crochet channel. In this video we will continue crocheting this cool huge dragon. You will find links to the previous parts in the description under the video. Also in the description you will find links to my Instagram and Etsy shop. There you can buy masterclasses in PDF format. I want to say a huge thank you for your interest in my masterclasses. Support my creativity and crochet with me. I am very pleased and happy to try for you to come up with new toys. Therefore, if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, then be sure to subscribe. I plan to continue filming the coolest enthusiast masterclasses for you. Now I will show you how we make eyebrows above the eyes. Insert the hook into the loop near the eye from the inside. Grab the thread and simply attach the thread in this way. Pull the threads. Now we need to insert the hook into each stitch and crochet half double crochets to make eyebrow. That is, we have made a yarn over. Insert the hook into the next stitch like this. Grab the thread. Pull out the working thread. Crochet 3 loops on the hook at a time. Count the number of half double crochets made in this eyebrow to make the same number on the other side. This is how we made the first half double crochet. Yarn over again and insert the hook into the next stitch. Move exactly above the eye. Pull out the thread and crochet the second half double crochet. Yarn over again. Insert the hook into the next stitch. It may not be very easy, but somehow we insert the hook into the stitch. Grab the working thread and make the third half double crochet. Continue crocheting the eyebrow. This is the fourth half double crochet. Please note, insert the hook into each stitch. This is the fifth half double crochet. This is the sixth half double crochet. This is the seventh half double crochet. Look, here you can continue moving around the eye. Or you can do it like the yellow dragon, that is, crochet the eyebrow a little to the side. See, here the eyebrow goes to the side. You can do it any way you like. I don't remember exactly which half double crochet I made. That is, I don't move along the row near the eye, but go a little to the side. This is the 8th half double crochet. I think I'll make a few more stitches. This is the 9th half double crochet. So I think what I've done will be enough. I need to look and to set the situation. This is what the finished eyebrow above the dragon's eye looks like. If everything is fine, we cut the thread. Pull out the thread. Insert the thread into a needle with a blunt end. And we need to pull the thread into the same stitch to the other end of the thread. To tie them together later in a knot. This is how we do it gradually, in several stages. We also pull this first end of the thread to the working end of the thread into the same stitch. Here at the beginning, if you don't like something, you can fix it, finish it. Use a needle to correct the appearance of the eyebrow. Done, and pull the needle with the thread into the same stitch to the other end of the thread. Tighten the threads. This is the beauty we get. A very beautiful eyebrow. Simple elements that significantly improve the appearance of the toy. You can start making this eyebrow from the muzzle itself. You can leave it as is. Here we tie this ends of the thread together in a knot and tie it inside. One eyebrow is completely ready. Now let's make the second eyebrow. We insert the hook at the same distance as on the other side, so that the eyebrows are even and symmetrical. The thread is attached. As usual, we make a yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch, and make the first half double crochet. Done. Again, we make a yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch, grab the thread, pull the thread out, crochet 3 loops on the hook at a time. This is the second half double crochet. We continue moving above the eye in the same way. I will not comment on anything else here. Just repeat after me if you need to, or skip ahead. Both eyebrows are ready. Here we tied these threads together in a knot and hem them inside. See what beautiful eyebrows we got. A very beautiful and natural head turned out. I really like these shapes and curves. Now let's make the nostrils. You can do the nostrils or not. It seems to me that without the nostrils the dragon does not look so menacing. So let's make the nostrils in this olive dragon too. We will crochet the nostrils some here along the 5th row. We will insert the hook in the same way as when we made the eyebrows. We will also crochet 1/2 double crochet into each stitch along the 5th row. Attach the thread as we usually do. I won't even fasten the thread here. Immediately make a yarn over, insert the hook into the same stitch, crochet 3 loops on the hook at a time. Again, make a yarn over and insert the hook into the next stitch, and make the second half double crochet. Make a yarn over again. This is the 3rd half double crochet. Insert the hook into each stitch. This is 4. And the 5th half double crochet. Done. I look at the finished result. I like everything, great. And I think to make another one, that is the 6th half double crochet. Done. For now, we leave this nostril in this position. Cut the thread. Leave the end of the thread long enough to make a small tightening between the eyes later. This is the kind of nostril we got. Insert the thread into a needle with a blunt end. Now, using the needle, we need to round the nostril a little. To do this, insert the needle one row lower and pull the needle out near the place where we started making the nostril. This is how I want to round the nostril a little. See how the nostril has changed. Beauty. From this outer edge, we also finish the nostril a little in this way. And now we need to pull the needle into the area between the eyes at the junction. Look at how beautiful it turns out. I can't stop admiring it. Here, for now, we leave this thread and let's make the second nostril first. Skip a couple of stitches and make the second nostril. I insert the hook through 3 stitches, that is, a little further, so that later I can round this edge of the nostril. To lower the nostril a little from the inner edge, attach the thread, make a yarn over and start crocheting our half double crochets. This is the first half double crochet. In the next stitch, this is the second half double crochet, the third half double crochet, the fourth half double crochet, the fifth half double crochet. Look at our nostrils, and the last 6th half double crochet. Done. Everything turned out great. I like it. Now we cut the thread. Here we pull the thread out. And now we need to lower this inner part of the nostril a little. Therefore, we insert the other end of the thread into a needle with a blunt end. Pull the needle through this edge of the nostril several times. And we lower this edge of the nostril one row lower, and we pull the needle out to the other working end of the thread. We make everything symmetrical. Now we insert the working end of the thread into the needle too. And from the outside of the nostril we repeat the same thing to round the nostril. Everything turns out perfect. Incredibly beautiful. I enjoy it. If you don't like something, you can always correct it. And I also pull this end of the thread into the area between the eyes. In the middle, between the eyes at the junction of the head and the muzzle. Now let's make a small tightening here. We go down, that is, we pull the needle with the thread under the muzzle to the middle. Here we insert the needle into the muzzle through one stitch and go up. Tighten the thread a little to flatten the muzzle a little. I show how to make a tightening in almost every masterclass. We will leave the thread at the bottom in this position for now. Continue to tighten with the other end of the thread. You can tighten the muzzle more or less. Everyone does it to your own taste. I don't want to tighten the muzzle too much now. We look at the nostrils, and if we don't like something, we finish it, correct it, improve it. I also want to pull this end of the thread down. Now I want to tighten it a little on the left side. Here I put the needle and thread into the same stitch. It turns out to be a cutie. I've probably said many times that I really like this dragon. Here I want to slightly correct the outer edge of the nostril on the right. This is where I pull the thread to the other end into the same stitch. At this stage, I tie the ends of the threads together in a knot. And you also need to tie a knot under the muzzle. Only my threads are pulled into different stitches, but they need to be pulled into one stitch. Now we can tie these ends of the threads together in a knot. And now hide all this inside with a hook. Here, I want to show off this miracle. Look what a beautiful hat I got. This is what the hat looks like from above. This is a side view, and this is the front view. I look at my dragon and I think that the nostrils can be made a little wider. You can see that in the yellow dragon the nostrils are made a little differently. It turns out as it turns out. It still looks beautiful. Incredibly beautiful. I can't stop admiring what I got. Now we will crochet this pink crest on the sides of the head under the bulges. On one side this crest is already made, and on the other side we will make it together. I chose such a bright pink yarn, number 324. For the crest we will use a 5mm hook, and now we will make this crest. On the right side of the head we start crocheting the crest from the eye. In the same way we start crocheting the crest on the left side of the head. Only here it turns out that we hold the head upside down. On this side the crest is crocheted in the same way. We insert the hook into the corner between the eyebrow and the bulge. I just pull the thread out like this. Here I grab the thread with the hook again and pull it through the loop. This can be said that one slip stitch is made. Now we insert the hook into the next stitch. Grab the working thread, pull the thread out, immediately pull the thread through the stitch. This is the second slip stitch. Now we make one chain stitch. Now we make 2 yarn overs. Insert the hook into the next stitch. Grab the working thread, pull the thread out. Now there should be 4 loops on the hook. First, we crochet the first 2 loops. Then we crochet the second 2 loops. And the third 2 loops. We have just made a treble crochet. We will need to repeat this combination 5 times. We get things like this. You could say waves. I'll repeat the crest crochet pattern again. 2 slip stitches. We insert the hook into the next stitch and make the first slip stitch. Just pull the thread through the loop. This is the first slip stitch made. We insert the hook into the next stitch and make the second slip stitch. From here we make 1 chain stitch. Now we make 2 yarn overs. We insert the hook into the next stitch and make this one treble crochet. For this, we pulled out the thread. There are 4 loops on the hook. We grab the working thread and crochet the first 2 loops, then the next 2 loops and the third 2 loops. This is the second time we've repeated this combination. Then we make 2 slip stitches again. This is the first slip stitch. In the next stitch, the second slip stitch. From here we make 1 chain stitch and we finish the combination 1 treble crochet. We made 2 yarn overs. Insert the hook into the next stitch and crochet this treble crochet. This is the third time we repeated the combination. Let's continue. This is the first slip stitch. In the next stitch, this is the second slip stitch. From here, 1 chain stitch, 2 yarn overs. Insert the hook into the next stitch and crochet this treble crochet. This is the 4th time we have repeated the combination. And now it remains to repeat this combination for the last 5th time. For some reason, I lost the thread. We make the first slip stitch in the next stitch. In the next stitch, the second slip stitch, 1 chain stitch, and the last 5th treble crochet. Done. We don't do anything else here. We pull out the thread. Check the finished result to make sure everything is okay. Correct these things, so-called waves. Here we cut the thread. Pull out the thread. Insert this end of the thread into a needle with a blunt end. Insert the needle immediately into the next stitch in the direction of crocheting the crest, and we pull the needle out in the middle between the crest and the bolt. Here, in the same stitch, we pull the other end of the thread. Then we tie them together in a knot and hide it inside. We do everything as always. Pull the other end of the thread into the same stitch. I missed a little and pulled the needle into the next stitch. Need to fix it. Done. Both ends of the thread are pulled into one stitch. Tie them together in a knot. Take one more time to make sure everything is fine. If everything is beautiful and symmetrical, there is no need to fix anything. Then use the hook to hide these ends of the threads inside the head. Done. Remove the rest of the thread. I will show you the head with the side crests made. You can see that there are 5 waves on both sides in each crest. Everything is very beautiful. You are probably tired of hearing this, but I really can't stop admiring this dragon. Now let's crochet the horns. We will make 2 horns of each size. 3 sizes in total. After that, sew the horns to the head. My dragon's horns will be the same pink color as the side crests. Hook 4 mm. Crochet the first horn. We start as usual, that is, we wrap the thread around our finger and make a loop. 2 chain stitches, and in the first chain stitch we make 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the second row, we make 6 single crochets. We simply make 1 single crochet in each stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn it right side out. We do this after the second row, since it will be difficult to do later. In the third row, we make 5 single crochets and 1 increase at the end of the row. Put a marker to check yourself. Here I made 1 single crochet and put a marker. We continue further. 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th single crochet, and now you can see that there is 1 stitch left until the end of the row. We make 1 increase in this stitch. That is, we crochet 2 single crochets into 1 stitch. The third row is done. In the fourth row, we make 5 single crochets and 2 increases at the end of the row. There will be 9 single crochets at the end of the row. 1 single crochet has already been made, and we put a marker. This is the second single crochet. 3, 4, 5. There are 2 stitches left until the end of the row. We make 2 increases in these 2 stitches. This is the first increase and the second increase. Now we have 9 single crochets in a row. We crochet the next 5th row without changes. In the 5th row, we make 9 single crochets. The 5th row is ready. In the 6th row, we make 6 single crochets and 3 increases at the end of the row. There will be 12 single crochets at the end of the row. In the 7th row, we make 12 single crochets. We crochet the 6th row first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now we make 3 increases in a row. This is the first increase, the second increase, and the third increase. Everything turned out correctly because we finished at the marker. In the 7th row, we simply make 12 single crochets. That is, we crochet without changes, 1 single crochet in each stitch. The 7th row is ready. It remains to make the last row in this horn. In the 8th row, we make 7 single crochets and 5 increases. After the first single crochet, as usual, we put a marker to mark the beginning of the row. This is the second single crochet. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we make 5 increases in a row just until the end of the row. This is the first increase, the second increase, the third increase, the fourth increase, and the last, fifth increase. Everything turned out correctly. Remove the marker. In the next stitch we make a slip stitch. Cut the thread, but leave a long enough end to sew the horn to the dragon's head. Pull the thread through and tighten. Add filler to the horn. One horn is ready. This is the largest, that is the back horn. We add filler to this horn and crochet the second horn in the same way. The two largest horns for the dragon are ready. Filler has been added. One pair of horns is ready. The next pair of horns is crocheted almost exactly the same way, but with some changes. We start as usual, a loop and 2 chain stitches, and in the first chain stitch we make 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the second row we make 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Be sure to turn to the front side at this stage. In the third row, we make 5 single crochets and 1 increase at the end of the row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make 1 increase. In the fourth row, we make 5 single crochets and 2 increases at the end of the row. You can see that for now we are repeating the pattern of the first horn. The fourth row is ready. We crochet the next fifth row without changes. In the fifth row we make 9 single crochets. In the sixth row we make 6 single crochets and 3 increases at the end of the row. This is the second single crochet. 3, 4, 5, 6. In the next stitch we make 1 increase. This is the second increase and the third increase. Here are 3 increases done. In the next stitch we make a slip stitch and cut the thread. Leave the end long enough to sew the horn to the head. Add filler and crochet the second horn in the same way. This is our next pair of horns. We only need to make a pair of the smallest horns. Start as usual, make a loop and 2 chain stitches and make 6 single crochets in the first stitch. In the second row we make 6 single crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last 6th single crochet. Be sure to turn to the front side at this stage. You won't be able to do this later. In the third row we make 5 single crochets and 1 increase at the end of the row. the third row is done. In the fourth row, we make 5 single crochets and 2 increases at the end of the row. There will be 9 single crochets at the end of the row. In the next 5th row, we will simply make 9 single crochets. These rows are done. Make a slip stitch in the next stitch and cut the thread. Leave the end for sewing. Pull and tighten the thread. Add filler. Crochet the second horn in the same way. That is, we should have 2 horns of each size. When all the horns are ready, they can be sewn to the head. You see, we have 2 horns of each size ready. I laid out all the horns on my palm to show you. Continued in the next part.